and it's not stored in the fat consistently.
You're killing me. You're killing me. I mean, homeboy's been smoking the whole time since November.
The defendant eventually put the handgun down, but told officers they would have to tase him to get him to stop.
The officer observed in plain view the magazine portion of an AR-15.
Welcome to Bench Report Court Cam.
Hey, look who it is. What do we do with the person who continues to smoke, Anna?
Well, Judge,
Court.
I'm guessing he tested positive today.
Yes, and I did get a chance to review all of the previous tests that have been not confirmed. The only two that haven't have been the most recent two. So on his first test, it was above 2,000 in our measurement scale. And it started to lower for the next two. The next one after that, down to 125. It went up again on the 19th of December to around 350. And then we have a high jump on the 27th of December where it goes back almost up to 2,000 as well. And then it started lowering, or it got really low on the 23rd. Then the 27th it jumped up high again.
He's still smoking.
Yeah, essentially.
Well, Judge, if I may,
Sure.
the THC, it's sticky and it sticks to fat. And so it doesn't, it can lower in the urine, but because it's in the fat, when it gets released from the fat, it gets into the urine. So I don't.
Are you saying that he's overweight? Is that what you're saying, Anna?
No, I'm just, all people have fat, and as your body burns it, it doesn't burn consistently, and it's not stored in the fat consistently.
You're killing me. You're killing me. I mean, homeboy's been smoking the whole time since November. We are now in January. He's still testing positive for marijuana.
Okay, and do those numbers, is it THC or does it include the metabolites as well?
That's a question
Anna.
Okay.
I think that we've given him a sufficient amount of time for him to not test positive. It's been at least 60 days.
It hasn't been 60 days.
He got arrested November 26th. We're now January 2nd.
Okay, so it's a little over a month. Right, because 60 days from the 26th would be January 26th.
Thank 45 days would be December 11th. Anna.
He was arrested on the 9th.
He was arrested on the 27th, November 27th, right?
So 30 days would be December.
So 30 days will be what, December 27th?
Yeah.
Hold on a second, let me see. When was the actual day? No, sorry, we gave him a GOB on 11/19.
Okay.
So he comes to court his first time on the 26th.
Okay.
That's when we do the first day. So December 26th would be what, 30?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 to 6:37. So it's been 37. All right. I'll give you another week. You got a week. Okay.
Okay, we'll
All right.
see you on Monday, Judge.
I hope you're not using. I'm gonna give you as much time to give you the benefit of the doubt, Mr. Hunter. Don't use. You understand? Okay, man.
Okay, thank you, Judge. We'll see you Monday.
All right.
May I be excused?
See ya. Todd McLean. Mr. McLean, you're charged with interference to the duties of a public servant. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and/or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The officer is dispatched to an apartment in Harris County, Texas, in response to a disturbance. Prior to their arrival, the officers were told the defendant was in an altercation with the child's mother, was intoxicated, and had a firearm. Upon arrival, the officers observed the defendant banging on the door to his residence, and the officer told the defendant to show his hands, and the defendant ignored them. The defendant then pulled his handgun from his waist to show the officers that he had it, and then placed it back into his waistband approximately 4 times. The defendant eventually put the handgun down, but told officers they would have to tase him to get him to stop. The officers then attempted to detain the defendant, but the defendant continuously pulled his hands away and kept placing them in his pockets. The defendant was then tased twice, but kept putting his hands back into his pockets. The officers were eventually able to detain the defendant.
Did you say, initially you said he was intoxicated, right? Is that what you
Yes,
said?
he was intoxicated.
Okay. Mr. McLean, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs and not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand? What do you do for a living, sir?
Photographer. Do photography.
Okay. What kind of income do you have from photography?
Income coming in. What you want to know, monthly? Or
Yeah. And do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
yes.
Okay. We'll give you time. So I'm going to have you meet with Victoria. We'll have you sign a reset. I'll have you get with Fleischer for your bond conditions. After that, you're free to go. All right? Please. Okay. Ready? You are Christopher Flores. Mr. Flores, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On December 29th, 2024, an officer initiated a traffic stop after observing a vehicle change lanes 2 separate times while failing to signal. The vehicle was speeding 58 miles per hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone and passing another vehicle in a no passing zone. The officer made contact with the driver, the defendant, and made contact with the driver and the defendant, who is the rear driver's side passenger. Upon contact, the officer observed in plain view the magazine portion of an AR-15 sticking out from underneath the driver's side seat in the back passenger area. The driver denied having any weapons in the vehicle. The officer walked back to his patrol vehicle to write a traffic citation for the driver, and when he returned, the magazine had been moved and was now lying next to the defendant in the back seat. The officer asked the driver again whether he had any firearms, and he stated he had 2 inside of a bag in the vehicle. The defendant stated that the guns were his and told the officer where the bag was. The officer located a bag containing 3 guns in the seat next to where the defendant was sitting. 1 AR-15 pistol lacking a serial number and 2 Glocks.
Mr. Flores, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of any weapons. Do you understand? If you violate this condition, I'm going to revoke your bond. I'll put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. How old are you, sir?
18, sir.
You're 18 years old. What do you do for a living?
I used to work. Right now, I go to school.
Where you go to school?
Am I going to school, sir?
Where do you go to school?
Courtroom High School, sir.
Okay. I'm going to appoint you a lawyer today, Mr. Flores, but no smoking weed, no possession of weapons. I'm telling you now, I'm going to be all over it. So if I find that you're violating any of these conditions, there's only one place you're going to go. You'll be doing school with me and back. Do you understand? All right. I need you to fill out an application for me. Or hold on a second. I've got one. I already got one. So what we'll do now is I'm going to have you sign a reset with Victoria. I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box while we have you meet with a lawyer and meet with Fleischer for your bond conditions, and then we'll get you here shortly. Come on.
Right this way.
Thanks for watching. Stick around longer and click the highlighted videos to your right. See you there.